On today's episode of Great Western Trail, fighting for a win. So, I have another game of Great Western Trail for everybody. Thought this one was interesting. It was really a dogfight of scraping enough points up just to win the game. So we'll do like we always do. We'll start at looking at the board state. We have the cowboy spot here, but the problem is it's going to be a very money poor game to start off with, because there's no I keep saying cowboys, this is outlaws, I'm sorry, outlaws out on the board yet. There are a lot of hazards though. So we have our hiring spot here, our cow spot here, and our building spot right at the end of the trail. So sometimes I don't like the building being at the end of the trail, but it is what it is. You can set your building up for like the next run through of the trail for other people. So we're gonna put a our tax building right here, building 1A, right here on this forest spot, and we're gonna throw this desert out to make them go across it. So sorry about that. So the other thing I'm looking at here are the buildings. I mean, you see this, you think cowboys, but I'm also seeing like this here for engineers, and a few other things that, you know, that we can do other than be a cowboy. This one here is great for builders, which is probably the path I'm going to go, is try to do as much building as I can. But looking up here, I'm not first, and after the first turn I need to make a decision, right? So I'm going to say it's Tasnia, or we'll call him PT, because like I don't know how to pronounce that. Is going to get a worker. They take the only builder that's available right now, so if I want to do building strategy, I can't start here. What I'm going to do is start here instead. So Dialgo is also going to start on the hire a worker space, and they will take engineer, I believe, here. Okay. So there's a couple bonuses really, I guess, for starting up here on the build space. One is that I'm going to go through Kansas City real quick, pick up this extra $4, and then I'll be ahead to try to get a double hiring turn. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm just going to zoom through here. I have to discard 2. Yep, go here. I build my tax building like I said. So there's my first turn. PT comes to the building space themselves. They put this here. I really don't like this here. I'd rather put it here or here to give me options. Like maybe I didn't draw what I wanted, but maybe I got like 2 green. I could stop here, drop a green off, and then maybe draw a card to make a better delivery. So, I mean, to me, this is a better spot because you're going to have a move 3. So 1, 2, 3, you can still get into Kansas City regardless of what's built, right? So, just pull up OBS here and make sure it's going. So, Dialgo is next. They're going to, since they got an engineer, I thought they were going to stop here, but they don't. They stop here. I'm just going to go into Kansas City. Right? I put out a cowboy because I'm thinking, let's initially do builder cowboy. or builder engineer and try to figure out what I want to do. If I think I can get to this first spot here before red, then I want an engineer, not a cowboy. So which is what I think I do here. Okay, Diago's turn. They stop here to do a building. They put a taxation building here, which is okay. If they can put this water down here on their turn, it forces everybody to go through here, really, right? So, my turn. Just going to go to here, sell off 2 green cows. I have 15 money, so I could get like any 2 characters I wanted to hire, or workers, I should say. So this is really good for me because both my opponents moved. It makes it feasible for me to get into here, right? 1, 2, and then spend money to drop into here. Just gotta make sure I save enough money to actually do this. So I'm gonna pick up the engineer on my turn. Diago goes in, puts out the water like I said, which is the right move there. Goes to Kansas City. Once again, I'm seeing a lot of people not go to Kansas City. Like, that should always be like, unless there's something very rare happening, this should be where you go. Like, I guess if you got, like, somehow could deliver to Chicago early, maybe do that. But for other than that, I would always go to Kansas City. So you'll see I get a builder and an engineer. I can get rid of my gray, I think. I do not have the gray, so I couldn't get a certificate there. That's okay. PT goes and lands on my space. Like, I don't know why that was the thing. You're better off just going here if you have something. But I don't know what they had in their hand at the time again, you know. But you can still do the auxiliary action here. Like, so my turn, I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to... Oh, I didn't get to this one. Forgot that red did dip in there. But I am going to go for, like, I like these 2. Gives me the permanent certificate, gives me 2 certificates and 2 points for every building. If you're going for the builder strategy and this is out here, if you can get to it, get to it. I mean, it's going to give you a ton of points at the end. Okay, so PT decided to go here. They're going to get a cow. Or did they? See, they did not. They stopped here and didn't get a cow. Don't know if that's very wise. Like, you passed up getting a worker. Right. Let's make sure I'm not misreading things here. Yeah, they skipped over the higher worker spot. Maybe they just felt like they didn't have the cards for it, but you could go here at least, you know, move your train a little bit. Of course, I'm always against moving your train willy-nilly. You need to move your train with a purpose. Like, I want to get to this location, you know, before everybody else. How can I do that without creating a problem for me? I'm going to go up here. Yep. Wanted the certificate. Not that it's going to help me right now, but it was worth at least going there. Yellow does me a favor and moves. Red is kind of far back. They want to stop here. So, to me, you know, I don't think that they can get to this, right? I mean, they could, I guess, you know, if they move, but they only have one engineer, right? They do have their train space opened up, train movement spot, but still. Yeah, I knew he was going to go ahead and hire. He hires a cowboy. And that's because we've set it up to where there was no engineers to buy. That's because I got the only engineer that was available. So I put this out here so I can use this to move into this spot. I have a green card in my hand. I have a gray card. That'll help me get rid of a few cards out of my hand also. Make a little bit of money. Move my train. Now, normally I don't build this building, but I felt it was like an opportunity to steal this off of my opponents, you know? Okay. I will go ahead and place a disc here. I'll leave the engineer here. And then I will get rid of the gray card for 2 money. Having this here is also good because if you do get stuck with a gray at the end, you can possibly get rid of it. I have the same hand I just had, which is irritating. So PT's gonna sneak in before me. I forgot to go to next player here. Sorry. Now I do like this setup because we have builders and engineers in this 5 column. We have builders here, lots of builders for me. So I'm gonna put out some I tried to use my exchange token, didn't get much better than what I already had. So I'm gonna put it on the 6. Diego moves. They go to Kansas City also, deliver their cows. They put a disc on Chicago because they have the advantage of they bought a cow. Now, in this game, no matter what strategy you do have to buy a cow. Like, you can't go with just your base cows the whole game. So, it's wise to get a cow early. Now, I see that I have a black cow here and a white cow here to sell here and here. So when I go through here, I want to, I'm going to sell the 2 whites here for 4. Go up here, hire worker, probably pick up this cowboy here and a builder. Do I get another engineer? I might get another engineer. I forget which one I did. Yep. So I sell the 2 white cows, and I get another white cow, so I'm going to have plenty of money to get workers again. So Thiago gives me 2 money. They take the engineer, which is okay. They took the cowboy, so now I am stuck with getting a builder. I I don't know if I get 2 builders. I think I might get 2 builders here. Yep. So, oh, I do get an engineer. So I'm still thinking about getting over to here for this, because if I'm doing a building strategy, getting 2 points for every building I have is a huge amount of points, right? So PT. Goes here and gets a worker also. They got a builder. They're only buying 1 worker at a time, where I've had 2 turns where I bought in 2 workers. So I think I'm a little bit ahead of the game in that department. So I have 6, 6, they have 5, right? So I want to definitely move my train. So I go here, I believe, right? Yep. I think I get the cow on the next time through. So I slip in here, grab this, leave my engineer there. So now I have some scoring opportunities for the end of the game. Plus I got a permanent certificate and then 4 more certificates, right? So at this point, I'm satisfied with what I have. I really don't necessarily need to move my train anymore. So now I can shift into a builder cowboy strategy. I think moving your train a little bit and then pivoting towards cowboys, especially when you have this building and this building together, is cowboy builder strategy all the way. So I just stopped here to get rid of one of those gray cards. Now I have 5 certificates, so I can hit Chicago this time. I need a green outlaw for my objective card, so I put a green one out there for myself. And I'll have the first shot at getting it, so even if they put out other outlaws, I'm still going to take that green one just to get it. There's another really good building here, this one, which is my double taxation building, which is if you have orange and green, right? You can get 2 certificates of money per combo of that. Yago's going to go. We're going right into Kansas City, deliver cows also. So I skipped over this turn. I didn't build a building because I needed to get through there to kind of like accelerate my game a little bit. So I also like some of the workers that are out there. So I stop here, I get my green outlaw. Plus on top of it, when yellow goes through here, they might give me a worker I want, right? Which I don't. It's really no good like end game for me unless I want to really work hard at it. And I don't know what was up with this game. It was like I felt like I was trying to do the least amount to achieve victory here. So I'm going to now zip. Do I stop here? I think I do stop there. Yeah, I stop here, get rid of the 2 greens. Then I draw 2 grays. I mean, this was the story of my game. I get rid of 2 of one color and draw 2 of another color. Because you obviously want to have different colored cows. That's how you deliver. That's how you raise your amount. Duplicates aren't counted, right? So So what's out here is there's a cowboy here. I really want to switch into that strategy. And there is a cheap builder. I have 25 money, so I pretty much can do whatever I want, right? So I take a cowboy and a builder, then I build this for 1 gold per worker needed, which is going to give me a lot of money back. So I skipped over the cowboy one just to get this to make money. And then it'll let me move one so I can do these together. So it's like taking a double action, right? Now the other thing about this building is, that I put here, is later on I'm going to upgrade it to this one, right? Unless I wanted to build this other building here, or this one, and then switch it over, but so my turn, I'm going to go here. Or do I think I go get a cow first, actually. Yeah, I do. So I'm buying my first cow of the game. It's going to be a blue, obviously. Spend 3 money on it. So they're jamming up this area over here with more taxation buildings. Yellow's already built their top building. So that should let them zip down this track, you know, but I don't think they get very far. I think they get like right around here by the end of the game. So we are zipping through Kansas City a lot. We haven't had many outlaws in the third column, so it's accelerating the game a little bit, right? So I'm like looking at this, I'm like, Yellow's not dipping in here. Like, I wonder if I can get this also, is I think one of the things I was thinking. So by going here, I got 4 money, right? And a certificate, basically. You want to think of it like that. And I moved my train 1 space. So Diago's going max speed here. They can move 6 because they've got rid of 2 of their black discs off of their board. You can see here they both were taken already. Okay, so I don't have a very good hand, so not much I can do about it. I skip over building this time because I don't have a green. I want to save some money up for my next trip through. So I just put a bunch of engineers out here in this 10 column because this is the most expensive column. So if Diago wants to buy these ones, he can. Like, there's like, all these are pretty expensive except for like this one and this one, right? So that was my thinking there. And my goal was to get a cowboy in this 6 column. So I go here, sell the 2 black cows for 4 money. I now have a pretty good setup if I can get enough certificates to deliver to Toledo, which is my next goal. So PT's been like stopping a lot because they didn't upgrade. They weren't able to get to Chicago or Toledo or get rid of one of the black discs yet. So they can only move 3. So this is the problem if you don't upgrade your speed quick enough, is that you keep getting stuck. And you're going to really need to rely on stuff like this to move. But the problem is they don't have that up top, so they can only move a limited amount. And I'm going to put buildings up here, obviously. So I'm going to put a building here. I think I put another building here. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But, you know, that's what happens when you know you have somebody who can't move fast and you're using building strategy. You can really jam them up pretty good. The problem is Diago can move as fast as they want, basically. So I hire a cowboy, and only a cowboy this time. So I want to save my money and go buy another cow. So the other thing about this building being here is PT only has 1 cowboy, right? So it's not doing much. I mean, it's a free move, I guess, because you can always do the 3 afterwards, but you're only revealing 1 cow. And we've done a very good job of keeping cowboys away from them, so. I go here. I'm going to buy cows. I'll get 3 cows. I'll get the red and the yellow cow. Okay, so PT's turn. They're down here. They'll go here and here probably. They stop here. I guess they wanted that outlaw, which outlaws are becoming worth taking now, so. Diego goes and buys a cow. They get a 4. So they're beating me in the cow race, right? We're kind of slightly ahead of me in getting stations points. But I'm beating them in buildings, right? They've only built 1 building. So that's where they're lacking points. Pretty much done a little bit of everything is what I'm saying. Sometimes that can backfire, but okay. So on my turn, sorry, I lost track of what I was doing. I came up here, got the money for my builders again, went here, grabbed another certificate, and then moved my train 1 because they basically abandoned this station here. Yellow can't move backwards. Red can't move backwards. So that's pretty much my station now to take. So I'll have 5 points versus 4 points on red. Okay. And then Diego moved their train too. Right here. But so my turn, going here, building. I upgraded it to the 444. So 4 money, 4 train movements, and then 4 movement. So I'm going to stop here. Well, I have an exchange token. I don't think I ever draw the right amount of anything in this game. So I've been passed up by Diego twice. And they're doing a really good job at delivering. So that's where they're beating me. So right now I have 0 points up there. But I will get Toledo here shortly. So I have now 9 here, plus 3 is 12. I'll go to Toledo on my turn. Call him Dialgo. It's not how it's pronounced. I apologize. That's Digao. Digao. I wish I could pronounce names better. They're from Brazil, so that's Portuguese. So okay, so I delivered to Toledo. I get my other movement. The reason why Red's doing so well with deliveries is they've cleared off both of their hand size, right? So they can hold 6 cards, so they can hold a whole bunch of different cows. I haven't done that in a while. Like, I know I did it a few times when I first started playing, but it does cost money to do it. And to me, I'd rather spend my money on hiring workers and the like, right? So we're getting close to the end here. Once PT goes through here, they'll be like, they're going to face these, then Digao will go through. They could probably place 2 more or even 1. Then I can get the last go through here. Problem is I really haven't got enough of my cows at one time in order to have a really, really big delivery. And if I was going to, I want to go to Peoria, right? If I do deliver. So I need 8. So okay, so on my turn, I think I go get 2 of these builders, right? I get 7 and the 8 here to fill this up and then build, right? I stop here. Oh, I know why I did that. I was trying to see what yellow was going to place into the row here. So they didn't give me what I wanted. I was hoping they made a mistake. I get those 2 builders. I build my cow shuffler here just so I have an opportunity to try to get a better hand. Fortunately for me, it does not happen. So I'm in a good position here now where I can trigger endgame. I'm not real confident in my score because I don't have any objectives that I can complete other than this one, right? I haven't had a chance to come down here. So if I'm doing this, I'm drawing off the top of the deck, right? Which, you know, can be dangerous. I'm not going to be able to get another outlaw, so I can't take this one. So really my best options are to go down here, get this for the victory points for my workers, right? Which I have to leave 1 behind. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, right? Give me 2 money. And I can do that just by going to here. Right. So you'll see I go right to my 444. Go in there. Go here to try to get better cows. I drew more green and more gray. That was a terrible draw. Sell a green. I get 2 grays. So I have no more exchange tokens. I can go here and sell 1 cow for 2 money. And I did build this, right? Yeah. Right here is what I built. So that's 10 more points right there. So I haven't gone pure cowboy strategy in a while. I'm probably going to have to do that soon. Or even pure engineer. Like, well, I mean pure engineer, meaning like I'll pick up a builder or a cowboy along with them, but I'm not really going to push in those directions. What I want to do is try to ring the bell if I go engineers. I just want to buy a bunch of cows, and maybe I will open up my hand size to deliver to these higher spots. But you'll see here I go 1 space. Now I did this after counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So red can't get there, right? Yellow can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could go in here and take this, but they don't. They wanted to upgrade their space here. So it's just saying that they can go back and fill a station in that they haven't done, right? Okay, I'm going to just go deliver, trigger in-game. I have to go to Fulton, unfortunately. I draw a card. I don't have any hazards, so that doesn't work for me. Yeah, it was a rough game of just scratching out as many points as I could. Nothing was smooth in this one. Like when I'm normally builder, I normally have like 6 buildings built. I only have 5. I only have the 3 cows. I don't have any 4s or 5s. I didn't like deliver very well. Like I didn't get to Peoria. Like that's a good one to get to because then you can draw some objectives. Yeah, it's not the greatest game I ever played to this. So I do score 10 points here and 9 points here, and then 3 points with my cowboy and 2 stations. So we'll see how this ends up. Okay. So okay, so let's go through this real quick here, right? I'm gonna close this down maybe. They'll let me. There we go. So here's what happened. If I can, it like for some reason it increased the map size. Like the map's hidden here. But let's see if we can scroll out the map. There we go. Okay. So I had a -3 on my deliveries, right? So I had 6, -6, -3. So did PT. They had pretty similar thing happen where they didn't score very much here. because they didn't score. They didn't go to Toledo, so they just had a -3. Red was able to deliver here for 6 points here and 6 points here, but they got -6 here. So they got 6 points. So that's a 9-point difference there. I think the big thing, if we look at the scorecard again, is my buildings matched their cows, right? But their buildings did not match my cows, right? So you can see I made 5 points there. I had 3 points here that nobody else had for having money, right? I had 19 points for my station tiles, whereas red only had 6. Yellow didn't get any because they didn't swoop in on any of the bonus tiles. Workers just gained 8. Everybody did, so that's a wash, that's a wash. And then I ended the game. So me ending the game there, right, is what won me the game over red. So it was a rough game, really. I mean, I felt like I wasn't really achieving what I wanted to do, which was obviously as a cowboy I wanted to buy bigger cows. I just didn't have the opportunities to do so. I needed to run ahead and build buildings and sneak into stations and grab those points. But you know, a win is a win. So even if you're having a bad game, you just plug away, scrape up as many points as you can get, and maybe you can eke out a win in the end. So that's another game of Great Western Trail. Like I always say, until next time, keep on gaming. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments if you have any other suggestions on this game or other games you'd like to see on this channel. There's also a playlist on the left side of the screen that you can click to see other videos I have made. And until next time, keep on playing.